Hey guys, it's Lauren. So I've bought some stuff over the course of time and I'm going to talk about it. Pretty much all there is to it. I've got a beauty haul today. I got a couple of things that actually came in the mail today, so I haven't actually tried them, but most of these things I have sampled and I've had for a little while. So I think I just smudged my lipstick doing that. Anyways, I'm going to share them and talk about some of the things that I picked up. One of the things that I have had for a little while now is this is the Mint, the Absolute Balm. Now, I feel like I'm beginning to sound like a broken record. This is like another brand that I learned about at the Indie Beauty Expo, and I wanted to pick up, and I didn't at the time, much like the Luke Beauty Food lipsticks. There's actually a lot of brands there that if I had, you know, endless funds, I probably would have picked some things up, but I just kind of like clocked, you know, took notes, and this was one of the products that I sampled that I really like. Now, this is called the Absolute Balm. It's a hydrating oil serum for the face, body, and hair topical salve. It's like an all-purpose oil for face, body, hair. And I think this whole brand, only has 3 products, something along those lines, where it's very like multi-purpose. So there's like a whole like body wash and hair wash and like conditioner and like shaver kind of thing. So it's very, very like minimalist focused. And I had like sampled this, I put it on, and I really liked the way it felt. Now, I haven't tried this on my face. I really like it. It sinks in really fast. Feels really good after shaved legs. And I've used a little bit in my hair. It's too heavy for my tastes for using in my hair, but I've liked it on the body. And then this is actually something that came today, which is also one of those kind of minimalist multi-purpose brands, and this is the Deep Moisture Sage and Green face and body oil by Daughter of the Land. I've been seeing Daughter of the Land pop up in several places lately. They seem to be at quite a few retailers, and I was drawn in by their shampoo bars. They have like bar soap, shampoo bar soap, which is like becoming like a thing, a trendy thing. I've been seeing more companies have been coming out with them, so I'm sure that'll get even bigger soon. But contrary to like buying a shampoo bar, which is what like drew me into the brand, I picked up one of their oils. They have like 3 different oils that kind of gear towards different needs, and this one is the one for moisturizing. And I love me some sage. I love some sage smelling things and skincare. I haven't actually opened this. Ooh, crap. I will have to pick that up later. Yeah, it smells really nice, very sage-like. So I haven't used this. It just came today, but super great packaging. Like, this is really pretty. I don't know how I will reuse this, but I don't want to throw it away because it is quite pretty. And it wasn't badly priced. It was around, like, I know $40 isn't like cheap, but it wasn't super crazy expensive, and it's like a multi-purpose oil, so I will report back. And I've just been wanting some like nicer body stuff, so if it doesn't work on my face, hopefully it'll be nice for the body. Speaking of super expensive, this is something I picked up a couple weeks ago. I think it's pronounced Hans or Hans Dottir. I know I totally effed that up. It's like an Icelandic name, but it's not an Icelandic company. I believe this is a Los Angeles based company actually, but this was pretty expensive, not gonna lie. This is the Elixir of Minerals. So this is a brand that only has a few products, but again, it's a brand I've been seeing in a lot of places. I think it's carried at like Cat Beauty. I think Jenny Kane, I don't know if she sells them or has them on their blog. They're just like kind of like a fancy green beauty type of brand, you know. They pop up in a lot of Into the Gloss articles and stuff like that. So I've been, you know, it's been on my radar for a while. And I heard various things about the sea mask, which was like the first thing that I was interested in getting, but I settled for getting this guy, the Elixir of Minerals. And this is actually a very strange texture. I believe it's got like sea kelp and like a lot of minerals and zinc, and it's very watery, like a toner kind of level of watery, but it is extremely moisturizing. I could use this just on its own, and it actually like lays like really well underneath makeup. It acts as like a pretty nice primer, and it gives a really nice texture to the skin for applying makeup after. So yeah, I've been impressed with this so far. Granted, you know, it's a haul video, so most of these things I haven't been using for too long. I know some of you guys have commented on some of my videos before, like sharing some skincare stuff, and I know some people were using some things from this brand. So if you've used this or other things from this brand, I'd love to like hear your thoughts about those. This guy came today and I have yet to try. It is the Hero Cosmetics Mighty Patch. Again, another brand I've been seeing all over the place. A lot of people have like Instagrammed about these. They've been in a lot of like beauty magazine editorial roundups and stuff. It's just been getting a lot of buzz, and a lot of bloggers that I follow that I trust have like sworn by these. So I wanted to like have these around for when like a big jerk of a zit pops up. I don't get too many of those anymore, but sometimes I'll get like a big dude that I'll definitely want to mess with. So hopefully this will be something that will help me not to mess with them. Oh, I didn't really explain what these are. So they're pimple patches, which is like a big trendy thing. A lot of brands are coming out with pimple patches, and this seems to be like the brand that is like the biggest like working, you know, the most notorious, like the most known or famous or whatever about it. But pimple patches, so it's supposed to help be like an invisible basically band-aid for your pimple, and like help make it go away. And supposedly it's like invisible, so you can wear it out into the world. And I don't know if you can put makeup on over it or not, but it just kind of like a little pimple fighter but invisible thing that you can wear out to the day. So I'll be curious to try that when the time comes, but you know, hopefully the time doesn't come for a really long time. And then this is actually something that I got early July, end of June, and it is the Youth to the People Kale, Spinach, Green Tea, Hyaluronic Acid, Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. I really loved the Super Berry Oil that I got from them a hot minute ago. I know I've used it, talked about it in several videos, really got into that product. So I wanted to try some more things from them. And I played with the texture of this at a store. So I ended up picking this up because I really like this kind of like whipped style moisturizer. And it's before they launched their new Adaptogen cream, because I would have probably spent my money on getting that instead of this had I known that guy coming out, because that came out pretty much right after I picked this up. You can see the product is description, the wording on it is like getting all messed up. It's a real pet peeve of mine when products do that, especially more expensive products, and it gets all jumbly. But I've used this several times now. Sorry, the AC just popped on. I'm gonna finish up my thoughts on this and then go turn that off. But I can't tell if this broke me out or not. I got a bunch of like small red guys along here that I thought might be hormonal, but maybe were related to this, because it was when I was kind of testing that out, and I have since shelved it for the last week or so, and my skin has since calmed down. I really like the way it feels. It's really cooling. I've actually been keeping this in my refrigerator. I've been keeping a whole like slew of products in my refrigerator for super hot days. And I have this like whole like skincare routine for when it's like stupid hot, and this has felt really good straight out of the refrigerator. It's really cooling just as it is, but even more so out of there. And it has a lot of really nice ingredients. So yeah, little little unsure about this guy. So funny enough, when I picked up a couple of things from the Sephora website, they had a gift with purchase kind of thing. You know, when you like spend X amount of money, you can get like a deluxe sample of something. So I actually picked up 2 of the Adaptogen Deep Moisture Creams. Pretty much used all of this one up over this last week, and I've really liked it. It's funny how there's just been a huge like influx of Adaptogen centered stuff. You know, it's been kind of big in terms of supplements and things for a hot minute in like wellness and you know, and herbal medicine, but again, it's something we're seeing even more of in skincare, you know, very Ayurvedic style ingredients are really popping up even more, and the Adaptogen mushrooms that we're seeing, you know, this launched. I think Violition has a serum. Moon Juice just launched a whole skincare line that revolves around that as well, and I know there's several other ones that are like much more high-end luxury priced at different retailers. Anyways, I've really enjoyed this so far. I will report back, as I will report back on all of these things as I've used them more, but that was a gift with purchase thing that I got from a couple different Sephora orders I placed. One was to pick up the new Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I really like this. I'm wearing it today. It's like it thickens, it kind of lengthens and volumizes. It doesn't necessarily build too well off of itself. You can like, if you're building it up and just like keep going, you can build it up, but it's not one of those mascaras that you can like do a coat, go to the other lash, and then come back and build up. I find that if I do that, it ends up getting quite clumpy and just, yeah, it clumps on top of itself and starts really getting kind of spidery, thick looking, which isn't necessarily a look that I like. So it's definitely the type of mascara that if you want to build it up, you got to do the building right at the application time. And it also, like, you can't really layer other mascaras on top of. I find that the Glossier mascara layers well with other mascaras, and then I find that the new Milk Makeup mascara builds really well. I could actually, since I have all 3 of those, I could do like a comparison video if that was interesting. If that was interesting, I could do like a mascara compare. And then one of the other things, I'm not sure where I put it, but I got the ILIA face palette that they came out with. That's a brand that I haven't explored much of, and that thing is not good. So I won't include it in this video. It's got like no color payoff. It's like I really like the cream compact duotones from 1/1. Those are very kind of sheer, and this is like those watered down. So I couldn't even like build up. I hate returning products, but I couldn't find that in any stores to swatch it, and it really looked like colors I would be into, and I was super disappointed. It's just like sheer and nothing, and actually kind of hard and dense. It's not like a cream that I can like kind of like pick up all that well. If I was to like try and pick up a decent amount, I would just like, you know, gouge at it. So that was disappointing. Anyways, and then the other thing that I did pick up was the new Becca powder. It's the Hydra-Mist powder. I've only got like a few uses left of the Glossier Wowder, and that I really like that powder. I'll probably eventually pick that up again, but I've heard such great things about this. And it, you know, I love me like an interesting new kind of texture, so I wanted to pick this up, and it is interesting for sure. It is very cooling, and it's a powder, but then as you press it on, it like melts and is like wet and cooling, but at the same time it sets everything and mattifies, but it's not cakey. I'll be really interested in trying this out when it gets into the colder months and my skin gets drier. I can imagine this being amazing then, as well as over more full coverage foundations. I've been on a little bit more of like a light coverage foundation kick, so I haven't really pulled out anything to full coverage in a while, but it'll be interesting to see when I do that. And then lastly, this is something I had mentioned during my like best of anthropology roundup video, that I had ordered this during Anthro Days, and it has come now. It is the This Works Deep Sleep Pillow Spray. I think I've mentioned in a few videos that I am just a terrible sleeper, and I have a few different like sleep pills and tinctures and smells that I use, but I'm always on the hunt for something else, because anything just kind of stops working after a certain amount of time. And it's also, you know, it's not good to like take melatonin every single night. That's not good for you. So I've been experimenting with scents, and I really like the Sleep Anchor Balm from Mamiel, and I've made a substantial dent in that, and it has been very helpful, but it's quite pricey, as Mamiel products are. So I wanted to experiment with a few more cost-effective smell options. So I picked this up. Smells really nice, lavendery. I think it's got like maybe lemongrass, chamomile, just soothing. Yeah, smells good. Have used it several times since it arrived, and I've liked it. I think it's helping, not entirely sure, but it definitely is a very relaxing scent. Like I think I've said after every time I've introduced one of these products, I will update, of course, in some sort of roundup video of some kind in the near future. And yeah, guys, I hope you're having a good one wherever you are, and you enjoyed this video. So give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in whatever's next. All right, guys, bye.